Tommy Oh, sorry, I saw the logo. Sorry, Tommy Simbazo, Games Trade Media. I'm here at PAX Unplugged with my good buddy Eric from WizKids. How you doing, Eric?
Doing pretty good. It's great
What
to
do
see
you got to show us today?
Today I've got to show you a lot of really fun little games. This one is Coraline.
Based off the movie, right?
Exactly. Based on the movie, the classic story, iconic film. It's a cooperative adventure game where you're playing as the ghost children trying to help Coraline escape the other world and get back home.
Okay.
So you play Coraline cards, which let you do different things, often moving around, revealing items, and collecting them to your satchel. But every turn, you also have to play a Beldam card, which moves the Beldam around and usually messes up your whole day. If you can collect all the items you need and get to the living room before the moon gets fully covered, you'll win the game.
Okay.
Every time I play it, it comes down to the last couple of turns, so it's really tense, and it really kind of gets at the theme. It's very evocative, it's fun, and it comes in a nice compact little box. It's a $20 game, so we think it's going to be really, really fun. If you dig the movie, if you're looking for a really tight, tough but really tense and entertaining, thematic, cooperative experience, Coraline's your game.
So, let's say I have a friend that really likes Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm looking for a last-minute holiday gift. Boom, the Coraline game.
Yeah,
and then you can play
perfect.
with them. And how many people can play this?
Plays up to 4. It's 1 to 4 actually, so you can play by solo.
So you can play by yourself.
Absolutely.
It's a solo adventure.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. But so can we play a little bit of it right now? Can we?
Sure. Here.
Let's say the game's already set up.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to look at your hand.
Okay.
And you're going to pick one card to play.
Okay. Let's do I do a move place card, right?
Perfect.
Like this, right? And it says move Coraline to any room occupied by another character, then play another card.
Okay. So you might move her to the attic where we've got Babinski. And if the ghost die is there, you might be able to then play another card that reveals the ghost die.
I have a reveal card.
Perfect.
Boom.
That would reveal the ghost die. But then when your turn ends, you draw back up to your hand size.
Okay.
You get more cards, and then play a Beldam card. So if the snow globe is in Coraline's room, she would have to drop it. It's not. So if it isn't, you have to drop another object. So unfortunately, she has to drop the skeleton key. And we'll have to figure out a way to get it back.
Okay.
And then it's my turn. I try to pick up the items and get back on our way.
And then once a turn goes around, do you then reveal a moon card? Or
no, so the moon cards, a lot of Beldam cards are this happens or this happens.
Okay.
Usually this bad thing or this bad thing.
Okay.
Sometimes it's this very bad thing or advance the moon card. So early on, you're like, I got moon cards to spare. I'll just keep flipping them. But then all of a sudden, you're on number 5, and you're hoping you don't have to make another tough choice.
Well, that sounds great. For $20, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a fun game you can play with the kids, with your friends, or by yourself drinking alone, like me.
All right.
I'll
so
use all my strength. What else you got?
We got another cup. We have a couple more really fun, quick games. This is Stampede.
Okay.
So Stampede is a game about stamp collecting, specifically animal stamps.
Nice. My mom tried to get me into that when I was a kid.
My mom succeeded in getting me into that when I was a kid. Loved stamp collecting. What's really cool about this game, it's a set collection game. You're trying to collect sets of different animals.
Okay.
The first person to collect 5 of a certain animal. So
I'm familiar
if you
with
get
all
to
these
5,
animals.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
This is clearly a rhinoceros.
Of course. So if you collect 5 rhinoceri, you'll win the game. Or if you collect 1 of each animal, you win the game.
Okay.
But when it's your turn, you're going to play an animal and then do whatever. First, actually, you draw. Then you play an animal and you do whatever action that animal says.
So is that discard 3 cards, draw 3 cards,
Pretty
or put
much.
3 cards back into the library?
It's take the top 3 cards from the deck
Uh-huh.
and put your hand on top of the deck in whatever order. Every animal has a different ability. Lions basically steal cards from other players. Giraffes take the card from the top of the deck, of course, because they're
long,
giraffes. Different abilities are like different levels of aggression. And what I really like is that when there's games where cards are spinning around, it's very easy to misplay. In Stampede, as long as you end your turn with 3 cards in your hand and 1 more card than you started with, you played it right. Nice. So there's a great way to just keep checking, which makes it very easy to pick up quickly. Another really neat thing that this game does that I don't really see elsewhere is the cards are kind of marked. So if you can see, they have 2 different stamps on the back of them. one of those stamps is going to match what's on the front of the card, but you don't know which. So whenever you're playing, say you've collected 4 giraffes, and I'm like, oh man, I think he might be about to win, but none of the cards have a giraffe on the back. I know that I'm safe for now.
Nice.
Because you don't have a giraffe.
I love cheating.
Exactly. As long as it's in the rules, it's not technically cheating.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Stampede. It plays in 20 minutes. Real quick to learn, real tough to master.
How many people can it support?
It plays up to 6.
Okay.
From 2 to 6. It's a really tight heads-up game or a really kind of chaotic and tricky 6-player game.
And what's the price point
player
on this?
Counts in between, of course. This is also going to be $20.
Man, you got a lot of $20. These are stocking stuffer prices.
Yeah, I love this game. Once I have this, it's not ever going to leave my bag.
Oh, nice.
It's really, really fun.
All right.
Cool. So
and
that
what else
is
you got?
Stampede.
You got 2 winners for me.
Yeah.
Don't give me a stinker now.
I hope I got some more. A few years ago, we published a game called Tournament at Camelot, which was a really exciting anti-trick-taking game. So normally in a trick-taking game, you want to take the tricks.
Okay.
In Tournament at Camelot, if you take a trick, that counts as wounds. You get damage, you get hurt by weapons, so you're not winning the tournament.
Okay.
So you need to play cards in a way to make your opponents take the tricks.
Okay.
So it was a really successful game. It was really a lot of fun. Now we're coming out with a standalone sequel that's fully compatible with Tournament at Camelot called Tournament at Avalon. This adds all new protagonists to the game, all new special weapon cards, all new godsend cards, and but it's the same gameplay. It's a little bit more negotiation and diplomacy based with the way the new powers work. But again, it's going to be very familiar, and you can mix and match player powers, mix and match cards.
Now, can this be played as a standalone?
Absolutely.
Oh, nice.
It's a full. It's not an expansion. It's a full standalone game that's really great on its own. But like I said, you can mix and match, or you can even combine them to play up to 8 players. Normally, it's 2 to 6 players. So the cards have this really great medieval kind of theme and look to them. Sorcery cards, sword cards, deception. Some of the cards are poison. That's what the blood means. That means if you take them, it's extra damage.
Okay.
So Avalon, the original game had special weapon cards that represented Merlin and the stuff that Merlin did. In Avalon, Merlin's been replaced by Morgan Le Fay, who's got her own kind of tricks and abilities, and of course her apprentice sorceresses, and she can sort of give the mists of Avalon, which can also mess up your whole day if that appears in if your opponent ends up having it in a trick.
We've all seen gargoyles.
It also, again, has all new protagonists. One is now Merlin, freed of his role in the, as the main game sorcerer. He's now a playable character with his wizard staff. We've got Sir Galahad, who has the Grail. The Grail has a really cool ability. So most of the time, if you get damaged enough, you get your companion card, which gives you an extra kind of boost. But Galahad's companion card doesn't start until you get to 0 health, because it actually lets you recover 150 health.
Like in the third Indiana Jones movie.
Exactly like the third Indiana Jones movie. He has chosen wisely. And finally, we got Lancelot. I shouldn't say finally. So there's 10 different protagonist and companion pairs in the game. These are just 3 of them. The original's got 10, so if you've got both, now you've got 20. This is a just phenomenally fun game.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's really unique. Like I said, anti-trick-taking. So if you dig trick-taking, this is a twist you absolutely need to play. Even if you don't dig trick-taking, this might be the twist that you need to really, really get into.
And how much is this one? Probably like $70?
This one's going to be $25.
$25? Yes. This is all great. I mean, you're right in the window of, if you have someone that loves combat-based games, I mean, this is great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a really fun, quick way to play combat to, get some maneuvering, get that, competitive nature with some fun, weird player powers that mess everything up.
If you hate your siblings, just lay into them with Morgana, right?
Yeah.
Now, are these all available? Where can people get these?
So this is coming out in February.
Okay.
But Tournament at Camelot is available right now at our booth.
So what you could do right now is get Tournament at Camelot.
Yep.
You learn it, you play it, get all your friends addicted, and then you get this, and you're like, now you got to pay me to play.
Exactly.
That's how you make your money back.
Yep, pay to play. That's definitely
And where can people follow about all these games on social media?
WizKids on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're always talking about our upcoming games. All our samples, everything we've got coming out that we're excited about.
That's awesome, Eric. Well, thanks for stopping. Oh, wait,
one more thing, if you have another second, yes.
Wait,
we get to show off for the first time Headlock Paper Scissors, a WWE version of Rock Paper Wizard. The same kind of gameplay where you're sort of playing Rock Paper Wizard, but you're doing different wrestling holds, strikes, showboating moves to move up and back a track. And it's even going to have, it's kind of like the Money in the Bank, imagine those. There's actually going to be a 3-dimensional ladder that your figure can climb on their way to winning the game.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
And as everybody knows, the cream always rises to the top. And this looks like a lot of cream. Oh, man, this is great. I know someone that I'm going to put this in my bag because I know someone's going to love this. All right, well, Eric, you have blown my mind with all these great games. So if you're here at PAX, check out the booth for WizKids for all these great games and stuff coming out. And we'll see you at your local game shop.